We all know someone who talks endlessly about a different life, success, financial freedom, a total transformation. They imagine it with perfect clarity and believe they're capable of it. Yet year after year, nothing actually changes. Society usually slaps a simple, brutal label on this kind of discrepancy: sheer laziness. The dreamer's brain is actually consuming significant mental resources to maintain a complex state of internal simulation. Rather than lacking ambition, the dreamer's mind is busy constructing an elaborate set of defense mechanisms. These psychological barriers are specifically designed to stop them from taking the very first physical step. Chronic inaction is an active, layered mental block. To figure out why so many people get stuck, we have to deconstruct exactly how the brain gets in its own way. The first layer of self-sabotage is a neurological glitch. The human brain often mistakes the act of thinking about a goal for the act of making progress toward it. When you vividly imagine a successful outcome, your brain releases a small, satisfying dose of reward chemicals. This provides a genuine sense of achievement, logging the goal as a success, completely bypassing the physical effort usually required. Because the brain has already secured the psychological payoff through fantasy, the physiological urgency to do the actual hard work drops to zero. The mind essentially hacks its own reward loop. It pays out for the fantasy up front, so it never has to fund the difficult reality. When that initial rush fades, the dreamer feels the need to justify their lack of movement. They often pivot to the idea that they simply need to plan more meticulously before they can start. This triggers the overthinking trap. They deeply analyze every possible step, every potential outcome, and every hidden variable. But all of that intense processing drains finite mental energy. By the time the planning phase is supposedly finished, the individual is already too mentally exhausted to physically act. To cope with this exhaustion, they lean on a comforting excuse. They are simply waiting for the perfect moment, a time when they will finally feel completely ready. Psychological data indicates that the neural pathways for confidence and readiness only activate once a task has physically begun. This makes the feeling of being ready a byproduct of action, rather than a prerequisite. All of that over-preparation is really just a form of emotional procrastination, ensuring that the perfect moment to start remains perpetually out of reach. Beneath the planning and the neurochemistry lies the deepest barrier of all: the need to protect the ego. As long as a dream stays in the planning phase, it remains mathematically flawless. Hovering above the real world, the vision is immune to failure. Attempting the goal introduces failure, an outcome that would fracture the internal narrative of perfection. This introduces identity misalignment. The brain sabotages actions contradicting how a person secretly views themselves. If you quietly believe you are someone who never finishes things, your mind will resist the work needed to succeed. Taking action is difficult because it requires killing the perfect fantasy and forcing a highly uncomfortable change in your core identity. The ultimate diagnosis is an addiction to potential. The mere possibility of who someone could be provides more immediate psychological relief than the actual work of becoming that person. Talking about massive goals feels exhilarating. It creates a sense of possibility. But real progress is repetitive, slow, and frequently boring. Staying attached to the idea of a future self feels safer than facing the reality of who you are right now. Grand ambitions are common. The ability to act on them is the actual separator. It is a matter of execution, not innate talent. To achieve anything real, you have to abandon the comfort of potential. You have to choose to endure the boring, uncomfortable reality of effort, even when your own mind is actively wired to stop you.